You read that correctly. Coinbase is looking to re-evolutionize digital assets. I say re-evolutionize because NFTs were trying to do that. They're just putting a creative spin on it, and good on them. They're calling it on-chain summer on an L2 protocol called Base, which is doing big things. They just onboarded the EU stablecoin. More on that later. But what they're doing now is moving on with some mass marketing. They're starting it with their mascot called Mr. Miggles. It even has their own domain name. No, this is not a joke. Mr. Miggles is most likely a real cat and not AI. Over 50 to 60,000 people has already minted this NFT, and they're positioning this to help artists, musicians, writers, and overall creators have more control over the content. Does that sound familiar? That sounds like digital assets. That sounds like NFTs to me. But you will see no mention of NFTs or the terminology NFTs for that matter, which I think is a smart marketing move. Coinbase is giving you the rights to Mr. Migos, and you can even earn the additional proceeds on whatever or however you choose to remix this digital asset. The internet doing internet things, of course, created a meme token for Mr. Migos on the Base protocol network, and this has a green arrow going straight up for the last 3 days. I'm not telling you to buy the meme tokens, but people cashed out on this completely, and pretty soon we're gonna have a product out there for you guys to get in on the action of memes before they even get off the ground. Watch to the end if you want to learn more about that. But on a more serious note, if we like to talk about serious things, Grayscale has debuted a decentralized AI fund. We've been asking, or maybe I've been asking for these things for a while, like an index funds for crypto. Well, we're getting there. Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, Solana's got one in Canada. Now Grayscale has the AI fund comprising of 5 different companies: Nair, Filecoin, Render, LivePeer, and BitTensor. They're going to rotate these out on a quarterly basis if it gets too volatile, so they are managing this, which means high management fees. Truth be told, I'm going to buy into this because I don't know much about AI. I don't know much about the crypto side of AI, but I will trust a middle person like Grayscale to do a little bit of due diligence, and I might invest a little bit of money. They have 50 billion underneath management, but more importantly, they're pretty progressive. This is the first decentralized fund that I've heard of. BlackRock hasn't even entered the game yet. They started the Bitcoin fund, they started the Ethereum fund, so I like what they're doing for the space. But that pales in comparison to the likes of Fidelity and Vanguard with over 100 times the assets under management. Fidelity here having 5 trillion underneath management, that is massive. When this type of money flows into the ecosystem, that's when Bitcoin's gonna hit its new all-time high. But more importantly, for you guys watching, your alt bags will probably finally start to see some life. In a surprising move, I would say, Animoca brand is jumping onto the stablecoin part of the world. They're most notable for Web3 gaming and getting into digital assets, but here they're looking to help Hong Kong launch a stablecoin, which America is lagging really far behind, because EuroC, which is a Euro stablecoin, is already launching with Base, which I think is hilarious because Base is, quote unquote, a US company by Coinbase. And here we see Hong Kong starting out their stablecoin also. America's got to pick it up. And with the elections coming up, I think we're going to see that happening really, really soon. And here's what everyone really wants to see: liquidity flow back into the markets. And we're seeing that with the bullishness in the markets and the politics, policy changing, progressing. And that's when money flows to collectibles, games, whatnot. Pixelverse being one of the biggest games in Web3. They actually just launched a Pudgy Penguin character not long ago, but they more importantly dropped their Pixel token. They just launched a token yesterday and it jumped over 50% within the first day of trading, still holding pretty strong, about 160 million market cap for a gaming token that you probably never heard of. In pretty bullish news, in my opinion, the Bitcoin ordinal system has been quiet recently. However, there is a company or a brand called Cyberkongs that you may have heard of. They've done over $100 million in the Ethereum world. They launched into Bitcoin NFTs, then they launched into the Bitcoin meme coin world. Now, they are the first project to mint a NFT, which is called Untitled right here, with a Rune token, with a meme coin. So you can only buy this NFT with a meme coin. And they did something pretty remarkable here, I would say. They sold 200 of them, and at $100 a piece. So they made like $20,000, right? But if you see right here, they have a volume close to 5 Bitcoin. At today's price, that's like $300,000. What I'm trying to say is that they sold each one of these for $100 to the community. And what we're seeing here is that the community went around and sold each of these at about $5,000 to $6,000 each, and people are buying them. There's about 43 listed, but there's over 45 sales already. So over 45 people have turned $100 into $6,000. I'm not one of them, or else you wouldn't see me here right now. I'd be celebrating, drinking pina colada. However, I did make this call out to my private community. So if you do want to get ahead of the trends, definitely click down below because I go through trade alerts where in this week alone, we've helped people make over $2,000 in one day in the current digital asset market, which is not all hyped up, but we're still winning. That's because me and my team vet out all the junk, which there is probably 99% of junk out there in the world of digital assets, and bring in the good stuff. So while yes, you can mint Mr. Miggles here for absolutely pennies, there are better opportunities out there. Bull market's coming, and I'm excited for myself and everyone out there watching. If you love Web3, digital assets, NFTs, RWAs, then follow along because we've got 3 market updates. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.